Alright guys, Melissa here. So I am just resting. I actually took a nap earlier because this morning I woke up and I was getting kind of worn out, and I'm like, you really want to go to this networking event today, but you're feeling down, right? I am that in tune to my body. So I'm like, I went to this networking event and then I'm like, yep, you are starting to go down, so take a nap. So, guys, I just want to talk about another lesson in business that maybe we don't talk about that I think is really important. So, we have our networking, right? We have all of our networking, guys. I had two business calls today. One fell through, one went through, and I was invited to another networking group. Then I was invited last week to another networking group, and on it goes. And what I'm focusing on with this other invitation was not right now, because I got to focus on work. So not right now, but I appreciate it. But what we don't always focus on is the communication in the tiny things of business. And this is why you have to network, not just outwardly, but you have to have a small group of people around you, business people. I'm not even just talking about friends, but business people who can help you see your blind spots. So I had shared with a friend, I'm like, friend slash business owner, I had shared, hey, I want to process this with you. I need some help with this. So this was a situation I had. I felt like the communication went downhill. And to have validation, to be like, yeah, it sounds like it was a miscommunication. And to be like, hey, she's like, I noticed something about you with getting to know you, that you tend to like to have confirmation before you have, before you do things. And I'm like, that is so true. So that's something that I did not see really about myself. And I'm like, you hit the nail on the head. You're completely right. And she's like, I noticed that about you, but we already have a rapport going, so I know that about you, where you don't always know that with other people. Like when you're trying to get meetups one-on-one, you don't know how other people roll, right? So she's like, so you need to just say, for me, this is how I roll. I like to have confirmations before I do things, and I'm someone that has to make quick decisions. I do. Like I said, the other day I had like 4 or 5 people needing my attention or wanting my attention just like that. And it's like, how do you discern quickly how things are going to go? So I didn't have a confirmation. So in my mind, that was like, okay, we're not on, right? Something happened. Plans are getting messed up, and they may have been, but then the person turned around and said, yes, we're still on. And to me, I already moved on. I was like, okay, no confirmation, that means no. So I did take extreme ownership, but make sure you know yourself. And so in the future, this business person said, make sure in the future you say, this is how I run, this is how I do things. I like confirmation before we get together, especially when I don't know somebody. And before we get together, I'm going to give you a confirmation call or text, and that's how I roll. And she goes, as long as you're making sure you are presenting to people how you run your business, that is a lesson today for you, she said, on running your business. So I just thought how wise and how smart and how good it is, guys, to have other people in your circles who can help coach you in the business world, to be able to say, this is how you want to present this. So very, very good to have that, guys. Reach out to people and be like, hey, I just need to process this with you, bounce it off you, and let me know what you think.